Good day and welcome to Chess Corner. In today's game, we have a game from FIDE Candidates 2024, and in today's game, we're going to look into a game from Grandmaster Gukesh against Grandmaster Abasov. This is actually from round 5, so let's get right into it. So here we have e4, e5, then we have knight f3, knight f6, we have e4, and capture on e4, we have bishop e3. So we have the Petrov defense now on the board, so we have d5, capture, and now knight c5. So basically, these are all standard moves. So we have bishop 2, bishop 7, castle, castle, and now we have c6, knight d2, d7, and then we have h3 only. So probably just to prevent the possibility of pinning the knight later. So we have a5, now knight d3, f6. So already putting pressure on this pawn on e5. So you really need to capture. Knight f6, now bishop e3. So this knight is actually attacked twice, so you really need to move the knight by e4. Knight bd2 again. Now we have a4. Now capture on e4. Knight takes e4, and now a3, stopping the pawn here from moving forward. So we have bishop to c5 now. So putting pressure on this bishop, and of course you won't allow black to capture because it will ruin your pawn structure. This is why he played this first, bishop d3, capture, and now rook takes e3. So we have queen to f6, putting pressure on this pawn on d2. You're not going to allow it. We have this c3 only. Bishop f5 was played. Now we have queen. Already putting pressure on this knight. So this knight is actually attacked 3 times now. So here we have knight to d6, capture, and then recapture with a knight. Well, as per computer evaluation, it would be best to basically capture with a queen, but let's see why. So here, knight, now this is why, because of this rook e6 tempo, queen f7, and now we have rook to e1. So right now, we can say that white is a bit better because of this rooks and queen actually on one file. So he has a control on the only open file. Now we have h6 only, now queen c2, queen d7, now c4, and now we have 4. c5, and now queen f7, and now we have rook d4. So black is actually just waiting, probably just trying to defend the possession. Don't want to play like any risky move at the moment. So we have queen to d5, rook d5 was played, queen f7. Let's go back. Here, the suggestion is to counter, go d3. But anyway, we have queen f7, rook d4, queen d5 again, rook e5, so queen f7, and now we have rook to uh, 4, so they don't want to play like for a draw because if you're gonna repeat the possession, then it will be a triple repetition. So here we have rook to ad8. Now that's a good move because you're actually adding a defender on the pass pawn. But now in this position we have rook f4. So rook f4 threatens to capture this knight, and this knight is actually attacked 3 times already, and you have only like 2 defenders, so you only have one move, which is d3. So we have queen takes a4, queen to e2, king h2. Now we have g6, and now we have queen to b4. Queen f7 was played, e1. Now rook to 8. So after rook e8, we have rook e4, capture, capture, and now we have rook e5. We have knight to d2, which is a good move because you're trying to stop the pass pawn here. So we have knight d7, but now in this position we have king g1. As per computer evaluation, not the best continuation. The suggestion is to go rook f4. After rook f4, we will have queen e7, and now after that, you can just go g3. But anyway, we have king g1, and now knight f6, or e6 rather. Excellent move. So attacking this pawn twice now. But now in this position, we have only like rook to e3, capture on c5. Now we have queen to c4. knight e6 is actually not the best continuation. The suggestion is to go g5 first. But anyway, we have knight e6, so we have rook to d3. We have d5 tempo on the queen. Queen c3 was played, and now we have knight f4. Now in this position, we have rook d3. And now we have rook d5. As per computer evaluation, not the best move. Let's go back a bit. Here, the suggestion is to go rook d3. Well, I'll give you a few seconds as to why this is the best move. Well, if, say, for example, you're going to go rook d3, if you're going to capture, um, white will run into this check here, attacking the king and the queen simultaneously. Should be winning. But anyway, we have rook d5. Not so bad, actually, but still, the threat is to capture here on g2. But now we have knight e4. It is actually a miss. Let's go back here. In this position, the suggestion is to go queen takes c6. I mean, king takes c6. If you're gonna capture, then king will just simply run anyway. But anyway, we have knight 4, but rook takes d2 happen. King h1, and now knight 5. So now in this position, the queen and the rook is actually threatened. And how are you gonna save it? In this position, Gukesh found the best move by playing knight f6 with a check. So if you're gonna capture with the queen, what's gonna happen here? If you're gonna capture with the queen, then it's just a simple capture, and then I will capture this rook on d2. So here we have knight takes f6, king takes d2, knight d5, excellent move again, threatening to capture the queen and the rook. Don't have a choice, so we have queen c6, knight d now, and then capture. Well, let's evaluate first the position. We're gonna take a look at the position when it comes to material. Definitely, it's actually white is actually winning. If you're gonna take a look at the position of the king, both kings are actually kind of exposed, and then if you're gonna take a look at the activity of the pieces, probably it's white is actually putting pressure. And then the main difference here is this pass pawn. This is actually 2 against 1 on the queen side. So let's continue. So we have queen to f5 now. Excellent move, but now we have d3 only. h5, and now we have e4. Capture, and then capture. And now we have check on g5, f2, 5, g2, and now check again on f2, queen f5. Of course, Gukesh won't allow the triple, so we just go e2, and now g5 is actually a mistake. Well, let's see why it's a mistake. It's because of this. After e4 capture, this allows this check. So after check, h8, and then we have king, queen h6 with a check. Now tempo with a check. So here h8, now queen e6 again. Now g8, queen g5 again with a check. King h8. But now a5 is actually not the best continuation as per engine. Well, here in this position, it's really hard to basically to find the best move. The suggestion is to go queen f6. But anyway, let's continue. We have e5, and now we have um, h4. Now we have check on 6, king g8, and now we have queen to d6. King h8 was played, but now we have e6. So right now, the main goal is to basically promote. And if you're gonna take a look at the position, white only needs like 2 moves to promote. But here we have queen h2 with a check, king e3. Now queen to h2 with a check, king e2 again, queen h3, and then we have king to d3. Queen h3 was played, king c4, queen c8, king d5. So the last hope here for black is to basically perpetual or to do a perpetual check. So we have queen d8, but now we have queen to d6. So right now, the main goal for white is to basically defend the king and also to promote the pawn. And if he can actually, force the black to exchange queens, definitely it's winning for white. So here we have queen to e5 with a check, and as per computer evaluation, it is actually a draw already. But it's very hard because it's queen end games that we have here. So here we have king e6, h3 was played, king f7, now queen a2. Excellent move. Now we have queen e6. Queen takes e6, and now we have capture on e6. h2 was played. Now we have uh, e7, but now we have h1 with a check. Sorry, that's h1 without a check, and now this is the one with a check. So we have king d7, queen a7, king h6, queen e3. Now in this position, the jet actually committed a mistake by playing king h5. Let's go back here. The suggestion is just to go um, here on h7, and there's actually no check before. But anyway, we have this h5, and then now we have this king to f5. Actually, as per computer evaluation, this is actually a draw if you're gonna play queen g2 because there's actually no check, and it will be like a waiting move. But anyway, in this position, he actually played queen f1, and this is actually a mistake, or it's actually a miss. If you could have played queen g2, he can actually save the game. It will be still a draw. But now, since he played queen f1, we have this queen f4, so blocking the king. And now we have queen to um, e5. Now we have queen to e5 again. And now we have check, king to f4, or f6 rather. And now we have king to h4. But now in this position, this is actually completely winning for white. The only goal for white is to basically exchange the queens and promote this last pawn into a king. So in this position, the best move is queen g5. And here, um, he actually resigned the jet because the only move to continue is to go h3. But after king h3, this is going to be all easy by playing check. So you need to capture, of course. And now here, you just need to basically capture the king, and there's no stopping this pawn, and it should be winning. Well, that's our game for today. I believe this game is more or less around 6 hours of play, so probably they are both tired already. And thank you for watching Chess Corner. Please consider subscribing, and see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye now.